Okay. Hi, Natalie here. You may already know that. Just so you know, you may see my roommates coming in and out of the house, in and out of downstairs. This is a trial run, so let's go. Okay. I've been wanting to read A Course in Miracles with someone, and none of my friends have the availability, or are still kind of on the fence about whether or not they want to read this book. And I have already started. I'm on like lesson 15 or something, but really I'm just excited and I want to do a study of it, and so I'm just going to make that happen. I feel like I should look at the camera, but yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna skip the preface, but basically there was like these two people, and I guess they didn't get along, and the woman just thought, oh, there has to be a different way, or they agreed to that with each other. And so after they made that agreement that they were going to try to find a different way, this woman started just getting words, and then so she wrote them down and dictated them to the man, and then the man typed it out, I guess. So that's covered in the preface. I'm going to start at the introduction, and then I might skip the principles of the miracles. There's 50 of them. They don't make a lot of sense to me, but I haven't even read all 50 of them. I've just been opening up to random pages before bed and reading a little bit. Anyways, so let's just see what happens. Okay. Introduction. This is A Course in Miracles. It is a required course. Only the time you take it is voluntary. Free will does not mean that you can establish the curriculum. It means only that you can elect what you want to take at a given time. The course does not aim at teaching the meaning of love, for that is beyond what can be taught. It does aim, however, at removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence, which is your natural inheritance. The opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite. This course can therefore be summed up very simply in this way. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal can exist. Herein lies the peace of God. So, I guess to me, what that means is that there is no actual opposite of love. I mean, I've heard it because I read A Return to Love, and I think Marianne Williamson talks about it like everything is either love or a call for love, and so there is no real opposite of love because everything is about love and God. Everything is about God. And I do like what they say that this is a required course, only the time you take it is voluntary. So like eventually, I mean, I'm kind of getting into past lives too, so maybe not in this lifetime, but eventually you'll have to learn about love. Yeah. So, anyways, let's go to the next page. Chapter 1, The Meaning of Miracles. Principles of Miracles. 1. There is no order of difficulty in miracles. One is not harder or bigger than another. They are all the same. All expressions of love are maximal. So to me, this just means that you can't discriminate love. Either you love everyone all the same, or you don't actually love and it's all ego, which we'll kind of get into later, because some of the stuff that I've read talks more about that. I haven't really read these principles very much. 2. Miracles as such do not matter. The only thing that matters is their source, which is far beyond evaluation. And I think their source is God. They did capitalize the S here, so it'd have to be God, right? I guess. Still feels weird to look at the camera. So it's God that matters. It's not really what the miracle is, but that God is being expressed. I think that's what that means. 3. Miracles occur naturally as expressions of love. The real miracle is the love that inspires them. In this sense, everything that comes from love is a miracle. Yeah. 4. All miracles mean life, and God is the giver of life. His voice will direct you very specifically. You will be told all you need to know. For me, that just kind of means you'll be spoken to in some form, and you'll know when it happens. 5. Miracles are habits and should be involuntary. They should not be under conscious control. Consciously selected miracles can be misguided. And I really like that. I kind of feel like miracles have to be indiscriminatory, to be actual miracles. Your expression of love has to be indiscriminatory. And if I'm trying to control miracles, then what I'm actually doing is feeding my ego or playing God or being superstitious. And yes, I have God in me. I am of God. I'm made of God, but I don't get to pick and choose how to be of service, I guess. We'll see. Okay. 6. Miracles are natural. When they do not occur, something has gone wrong. Okay. I'm just gonna let that one sit. 7. Miracles are everyone's right, but purification is necessary first. I'm curious what they mean by purification, and I guess I'll learn more about that as I continue on. Maybe I have to be pure of mind. I used to think it meant that I have to be right all my wrongs, settle all my debts kind of thing, but I'm not actually thinking that that's what it means anymore. So we'll see. We'll see on this journey together. 8. Miracles are healing because they supply a lack. They are performed by those who temporarily have more for those who temporarily have less. That makes sense to me. Food justice, I have right now time to go and volunteer at the food bank and give, and I do that out of love in my heart. So anyways, 9. Miracles are a kind of exchange. Like all expressions of love, which are always miraculous, in the true sense, the exchange reverses the physical laws. They bring more love both to the giver and the receiver. I was praying yesterday, and I was just saying, God is love, I am bountiful, kind of affirmation stuff. And I got 9 phone calls from people that I love and care about yesterday, and I hadn't called any of them first. They just called me. It's like part of what I was praying for is the situation in which I want to judge the people who are involved, and instead what I've been doing is praying for them and trying to love them. And I'm just like, I love A, I love B, I love C, and just saying that I love anyone that pops into my head. I even say that I love Donald Trump. And for a while I was saying like, oh, I'm trying to love Donald Trump. But no, I love him. I may not agree with everything that he does. I may not agree with most things that he does, but I still love him. And anyway, so I was praying about that. Oh, here comes the roommate that I told you might walk by. I'm recording, by the way, just so you know.
Okay, so should I be quiet?
No.
Oh, like if I want to interact, it's okay?
I guess so, if you want to.
You look very nice today.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
See, love just spread around.
If you want, I bought ice cream.
I saw that. I almost took one because I thought it was Jesse's.
I mean, I know I didn't realize the fridge was so crowded. I had a craving last night, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy this, and then I saw it. So just grab one.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. That's awesome.
You're welcome.
So I was like, oh, I'm going to work on loving Donald Trump because that would be, a lot of spiritual literature says that it's good to listen to someone who doesn't have the same viewpoints as you, just so that you can practice non-judgment. And anyways, it just hit me one day that I don't have to try to love Donald Trump. I just can. I can just love him, and it doesn't mean that I have to agree with him or support what he's doing. But I can love without judgment because no one's going to change through shaming. The next one.
Okay. It gets hot in the hall, My room has a fan in the window, and it keeps it pretty cool, so if you want to slide the door open later, so it'll cool the hall, you can go ahead and do that.
Oh, thank you.
Because my room's cool when I get home, but it's late at night.
Yeah.
But I know the hall's a little warm, so when it cools off, I'm going to just crack it so the air can get in there. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Oh yeah, so I was praying about loving people and not placing judgment on any of them. Hi.
Hi.
And then I was loved back, all these people called me and wanted to support me in my life, just 'cause. Okay, so 10. The use of miracles as spectacles to induce belief is a misunderstanding of their purpose. Okay. We don't make miracles happen so that people can believe in God. People have to come to that on their own. That's what I think that means. 11. Prayer is the medium of miracles. It is a means of communication of the created with the Creator. Through prayer, love is received, and through miracles, love is expressed. I feel like that kind of talks about what I just said with the whole praying about loving. Anyway. 12. Miracles are thoughts. Thoughts can represent the lower or bodily level of experience or the higher or spiritual level of experience. One makes the physical and the other creates the spiritual. And this kind of makes me think of the other day I had this experience where some people kind of violated my space, and when I got home I just laid on my couch and and I was just like, I love these people And then I was able to sleep, and I have had experiences like that in the past where I'm just up all night thinking about it, and it gave me peace of mind. I guess, I haven't read through the whole book yet, but Marianne Williamson talks about miracles just being a change in perspective, and if that brings me peace in my heart and in my mind and in my soul, and I can sleep and I feel happy and joyous and free most of my time, that's what I want, So, anyways. 13. Miracles are both beginnings and endings, and so they alter the temporal order. They are always affirmations of rebirth, which seem to go back but really go forward. They undo the past in the present and thus release the future. It kind of makes me think of these experiences I've had where I parent my inner child, and reparenting my inner child and changing my perspective on what happened changes the way I interact in the future. It's like my mom, she passed away in 2012, and I used to be really mad at the way that she parented me. I used to blame her for a lot of stuff, and then it just kind of hit me that she just did the best she could, but in a new way. I mean, there was a process to it. I wrote a letter, and I scattered the ashes of the letter where I scattered her ashes, and sorry, I had a moment. And I've been loving her in a way that I didn't know I ever could. It's like the moment that I burned the letter, I just kind of felt like, okay, I can just love her. That's one of the things I told her, was I didn't know how to love you. I didn't know how to just be thankful for where you're at. And honestly, I love where I'm at right now, and I wouldn't be there without her, no matter how she parented me. And I don't know, I was hiking, and I was looking around, and I thought of her for some reason, and I just got teary-eyed, and I was just like, I love her. I can't believe that. I love her. It's amazing to me. So, I didn't know. I guess it came from an acceptance of just where she was, and that she couldn't have done any better. So, 14. Miracles bear witness to truth. They are convincing because they arise from conviction. Without conviction, they deteriorate into magic, which is mindless and therefore destructive, or rather, the uncreative use of the mind. I'm gonna have to sit with that one. Am I is that better? 15. Each day should be devoted to miracles. The purpose of time is to enable you to learn how to use them constructively. It is thus a teaching device and a means to an end. Time will cease when it is no longer useful in facilitating learning. Okay, I know that each day I'm devoting to love. As far as devoting to miracles, I guess I'm going to have to learn a little bit more about what exactly miracles are. And they say time is doesn't really exist. You hear that, or time doesn't exist the way that we think it does. And I really like this idea that time will cease when it is no longer useful in facilitating learning. Like, time exists because I need it to exist to learn the most for my spiritual growth at this point in my life. And maybe one day I'll be enlightened enough that time doesn't mean anything to me in more than just an intellectual, metaphysical sense, you know, on a spiritual soul level. Maybe time won't mean anything to me one day. I'm gonna stop at 15 for now. Yeah, I'm gonna stop at 15. And maybe I'll upload another one later. Okay, thanks for listening with me, and I hope you guys enjoy this journey as much as I do, whoever decides to follow along with me. So, bye, thank you.